Hello, this is Starshot here to welcome you back to my Let's Play of Ys Origin. We last left off continuing through looking around the tower. First few floors, we got to meet Epona once again as Hugo, and we were such a cocky SOB that we made her angry to actually face us instead of just sending her demon after us. And now, with that taken care of, and finally disarming the trap, we can now continue our progress through the tower. So, let's go ahead and get started. But yeah, I always find it important to make save points when I need to, just to make sure I don't lose any progress. But I guess continuing from my previous discussion, so part of the reason, as I said, why I was always careful about kind of what money I spent on what games, because if I had all the money in the world, I probably would have a lot more games filling up my my room than what I do now, and probably a lot more junk from all the special editions I would like too. But for the most part, I think it's helped try to keep me selective, because there are some games I come back to and play again, and then others that I've only played once, and I haven't played them again in quite a long time, even though I really did enjoy them for what they were. I think it's just because of how many games there are now than there used to be. Like, I remember when it came to games people wanted to play, I think there was far less than there are now, especially with the indie scene and all, giving such a variety. Oh, I forgot to make use of this. So we at least gained 2 points, so not sure how much that helps, but better than not having it, I guess. Come on, bat. There we go. They always gotta have a bat enemy, don't they? And then, of course, we got these guys. Oh, hey, I didn't realize my projectiles could hit enemies up above like that. Or that the enemies apparently just sit there thinking they can tank it, even though they obviously are taking damage. Whatever, works for me. But yeah, so I actually, it's funny, I've been seeing a bunch of different videos or advertisements for certain games that have been recently kind of remade for other systems. Like, a lot of people have been remaking or porting games over to the Nintendo Switch lately, and one of the games I noticed the most often being Undertale, which I really enjoyed when I played through it, and but I haven't touched it since 2015 because I've been too busy playing plenty of other games, and then of course I hear it's being made for the Nintendo Switch now too, and it's kind of like, come on, man, it's been 3 years. Isn't there any chance that we might get a new game? I wouldn't mind another Undertale, or another game from the mind of Toby Fox, I guess you could call it. Kind of like how you like the mind of Tim Schafer or something, with all the game stuff he's making. Now he's finally making Psychonauts, but still hasn't made too much progress with that, other than the VR game I remember seeing, which I haven't played myself, sadly. Oh, we got a switch here, so I can push that open. So, and that's kind of the other thing, is even if you supposedly miss out on a game, you could potentially be able to play it if it shows up to get ported to another system. if you couldn't play it for the first time on the system you thought you would play it on. And why doesn't my eye get... oh, there it is. Apparently it takes a while for it to make its way over if it gets stuck somewhere. And let's go ahead and deal with this area. We got the Beast Medallion that we'll need to access the boss. And of course a trap springs, and we have to deal with these guys. There we go. So not too bad. Of course, I wouldn't mind getting one more level with him before I try to take on the boss, I think. But yeah, so with how many games have been coming out lately, I feel like I have too much of a backlog. But then again, I have been playing some games that are kind of perpetual, like they keep generating content instead of just simply playing the finite ones. You know, Hearthstone is one of those games, and of course Dota 2 and Fortnite lately. You know, been trying out those games and playing through them, and so it does feel like there are definitely, sometimes it does feel like there are too many games out there, and it'd be nice if maybe they would slow down just a little bit. Kind of weird how I take damage, but you know, I barely get phased by it at all. And now both my eyes are trapped. There we go. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to do my shield, but whatever. There we go. So we got that level we needed, so I think I should be good to try and take on this boss now. It could be I could use one more, since I'm only level 8 right now. Of course, I can't remember what level I was in Utica's to take on the boss previous. But being a ranged fighter, it does make a lot of difference in terms of kind of how much you can damage without you yourself getting hurt. And kind of what you can do against the certain enemies. There we go. So I guess we'll see if we can beat this boss any faster as Hugo here than we can as Unica. So let's go ahead and get started then. But yeah, so you know, and of course since I have plenty of games on my wish list, but plenty in my backlog, so I do want to try and play through some of those before I try to move on to other games. Well, let's see what we have Hugo say here. I don't think it's that empty. Okay, he just, you know, already assumes, like he's correct, that it's an enemy and that it's coming out from above. And he's right, of course. Huh. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, so the only way to deal with the bubbles is to use my shield to kind of get through them. And of course we have to get through him first, which Definitely seems to be taking a while. There we go. Ah, crap, I used up my shield before I should have. But at least taking care of those bugs should be easier, at least. Of course, this guy keeps using his laser beam there. At least I avoided that this time. There we go. Got him that time. And I avoided the swipe, which was pretty good. At least I don't have the slipperiness I have to deal with from the bugs after I take care of them like that. Darn it. That's kind of annoying. But I might be able to avoid it if I just simply use the shield here. Well, it looks like I'm almost done here. Just in case, but I figured I would do it anyway just to make sure. Darn it. So, as you can see, I don't do as much damage compared to Unica did at least. And I'm not sure if that's because of levels or just because that's his attack style. But yeah, so definitely a good idea to try and get rid of the bugs when you can. And crap. Gonna keep avoiding. There we go. And darn it, come on. You shouldn't be, getting away. Darn it. Well, at least I guarded against that this time. Well, thankfully that saved me there. Ah, darn it. I was trying to bubble up, but it wasn't ready yet. There, finally. Kind of annoying. I was getting him so close and then kind of almost dying there, but hey, thankfully we were able to beat him on the first try, actually. It just took a lot longer than I thought it would. Yep, so we don't even care about trying to go back to the beginning and just simply move on here. Or we're not getting called back like before, at least. But we'll at least check in on the base just to see, talk to a few people and all that after we unlock this statue here. I do feel like I should try to talk to the NPCs a bit more. since I barely did with Unica at all, and I'm wondering how much of a difference that could make. Oh yeah, oh, he gave me some SP. I thought he was gonna upgrade my weapon. Would have liked the upgrade to actually. So you see she has concern. We get to talk to her. Yeah, I guess there's, like, I guess that's kind of what I learned before, like, and of course if you try to leave the tower, then of course you can't, because that's not what you're here to do. Oh well, let's get back to it then. We can at least make a little bit more progress here. Because it did feel like I was maybe not as strong as I could have been against that boss there with how long it took. There we go. Got that taken care of, but I am a bit low here. Let me go ahead and charge this up here. Yeah, I didn't realize the shield actually hurt the enemies either. I was hoping to try and level up here, but with how low I am, I'm better off running back and healing up quick here. I guess I should try to use this shield a bit more. It's just kind of disappointing how short it is. And how much damage I take just from those hits. There we go. Yeah, for the most part, it's a bit hard trying to avoid getting hit by them since I'm not that fast. Gotta keep running a bit here just to avoid some of these attacks. Man, all those attacks, and it didn't take him down. But let's go ahead and get our silver bracelet here. Now I'm able to dash, which should definitely make a difference in trying to zone these enemies out. Of course, the worms here are kind of tanky. There we go. Oh yeah, now that I have the dash, I should be a lot better off now in trying to run away from enemies and zone them out more. You definitely need this if you want to try to beat this game though, that's for sure. Okay, almost got it. There we go. But now that I have the dash boots, I can start moving on and try to progress a bit faster here through the game. darn it. I do feel like I need to upgrade my eyes or something if I want them to be powerful enough. And then of course I'm pretty low on health here. So let me go ahead and do a quick heal here and not die from the swordswoman over there. And I guess I'll go ahead and upgrade my boots here. And I guess out of kind of all the buffs here, since I already did increase SP and strengthen eyes, at this point the only thing left to do would be to probably do increased movement speed if I can or not, or the reduce MP usage. Actually might be really good to have. We'll kind of see depending on how long it takes me to get that much. Got that next level up I probably needed. Come on, don't stop pushing me back here. Yeah, I guess since in the other one you would be able to attack as well as evade, it's probably a bit more better than trying to stand here, keep shooting at things even if you are far. You know, some enemies it's easier on, others not as much. But yeah, I guess, you know, for the most part, as I talked about, Undertale, as wonderful as the game is, I'm sure I would appreciate a new game if possible, and I'm sure someone's working on it, even if Toby himself isn't. Oh, cool! I finally got some new robes, which should hopefully help in helping me survive here, because. Yeah, I went from 8 to 16, so that's definitely a plus. Ah, crap. And, you know, and hopefully one day we'll be able to just simply find whatever game we want, purchase it once, and then, you know, just simply keep it. And be able to play it on future systems and platforms. But for now, I'll just try and go through all the new games I have, or games I haven't played through yet, to try and complete those. There we go. And at least our attack, for the most part, is fairly consistent against all the enemies we've been facing. I will be curious to see what his other two element attacks are when we finally can unlock them. And I know the yellow one is next, but we still have a little ways to go here before we get it. But I should be getting close to the next statue around here, if I remember. There we go. So that guy was a bit easier to deal with, but now we have to face his cousins, who are even much stronger over here. Or I thought there was a second one over here, wasn't there? Ah, crap, I did not want to run away, because when you do that, they just simply, you know, restart. Oh, and apparently I can just move over there if I want, but I wouldn't advise it, since I do remember another enemy that we have to face. Oh crap, I forgot, the statue actually hurts you when you try to fight it like that. Ah crap, that's the only problem with playing as Hugo and trying to zone an enemy in such a confined space. Trying to make sure you don't go too far, but ah, there we go, finally. And sadly, that's all the time we have for today, so join us next time as we continue our trek through this area of the tower and make progress in finding the next hidden Ys relic, as well as fighting the boss. So until next time, have fun gaming.